So, good afternoon, students. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, good afternoon and welcome to this mechatronics online lecture. Uh, Up till now, we have started with unit number 5, that is programmable logic controller. We have seen how there are different programming languages for programming PLC. Then we have seen how different logic and logic or logic can be developed in PLC programming. Uh, then we have seen how the timers and counters are used and in which situation we use these timers and counters. So up till now we have learned enough theory of the PLC programming, that is ladder programming. Now it's time to get some hands-on experience how this PLC programming can be developed. Okay? So, in physical classroom, we are taking PLC practicals, but in the online mode, the best way to get the hands-on experience of PLC programming is through the virtual experimentation. So, in today's lecture, we are performing one virtual experimentation that is VLab based virtual experimentation. Okay, how the different logics can be developed in the PLC. Okay, how different logics such as AND logic, OR logic, NAND logic, NOR logic, all these uh, logics, how these logics can be developed in the PLC programming and how a PLC program can be developed and how you get the output. Okay. So to make you understand this experiment, I will take you to the virtual instrumentation site, VLab site. So are you able to see this Google site?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So here we type VLab experiment on PLC. Okay, on PLC. So VLab experiment PLC. If you type it in the Google, then it take you to the welcome to virtual labs MHRD Government of India PLC lab. So the first link that appears, you just click it on. Now this is, here you can see that there is a virtual lab site and here you will get the list of experiments. Okay. So the first experiment is to study the hardware and software used in PLC. So this is a study experiment. So we are not going to perform this, or we are not going to study the hardware and software used in PLC, since we have learned the hardware and software in the theory itself. Okay. Then the second experiment is the implementation of logic gates. Okay. So how the different logic gates such as AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, all these logic gates, how these logic gates can be developed in the PLC programming. So that we are going to see in this experiment. We have learned these logic gates in unit number 4. There is a complete classification of logic gates, and we have seen the truth tables of these logic gates. Okay. Uh, so we are going to use the same truth tables to check it in the PLC programming. Okay. So click on the implementation of logic gates, and this is the title of your experiment number 4. Okay, so this is we have finished with it. We have finished with 3 experiments. That is, first is on sensors, second is on uh, on the on the Boolean expressions using logic gates, and third one is using Carnot map. So this is our fourth experiment, that is implementation of logic gates in ladder programming. So if you click it, then you can see here the theory. So this is the theoretical part, the theory behind these logic gates. Okay. Now here total 6 logic gates are represented. First is AND logic gate, then OR logic gate, NOT logic gate, NAND logic gate, NOR logic gate, and XOR logic gates. So there are 6 logic gates, but we are not performing experiments on all the 6 logic gates. We will perform experiments on the 4 only, that is AND and NAND, OR and NOT. So first we'll see the AND logic. So AND logic, I have given the theoretical background of this AND logic in the theory session. Okay. So we will do this AND logic one more time, but this time by using the virtual experimentation. So what is AND logic? So AND logic, this is the truth table of the AND logic. So when both the inputs are 0, in that case the output is 0. When first is 0, second is 1, the output is 0. First is 1, second is 0, output is 0. And when both the inputs are 1, then only it will give the output. Okay, so when both the inputs are 1, so you will get the output as 1. Okay, if either of the input is 0, it won't give the output. So we try to check it whether this truth table is true for the PLC program also or not. So for this, go to simulation, okay, and click here for the simulation. So once you click for the simulation, then this programmable logic controller, this platform is open, and here you can do the PLC programming. Okay. Now, which logic gate we are implementing over here? We are implementing the first logic gate, that is AND logic gate. Okay. So then how to use these icons? There are certain icons at the top. Okay, so how these icons are used? Now see here, here you can see that there are 2 rungs. The 2 rungs are already given. 2 rungs are already given. We know that, sorry, not rungs, these are the power rails. 2 vertical lines are the power rails. The left one is input power rail, the right one is output power rail, and the horizontal lines are called rungs. Now here one rung is provided already, and it is called end rung. That means this is the end rung. This is the end rung. Now what we need to do, first add the rung over here. So this is the first icon. So if you click the icon, then one rung is added. Okay. So here you can see that one rung is added above the end rung. Okay, it is not added below the end rung. It is added above the end rung. Okay, that means this end rung will be the last rung and where the program ends. Okay, so this is the last rung. This end rung indicates that this is the last rung. Now, immediately after adding the rung to this ladder, Here you can see that the rung number appears on the left side. So it indicates that it is a 0. So the first rung indicates as 0. Then second rung indicates 1. So like that the number of the rungs or numbering of the rungs are given. Now this is the rung. Now we will add here you can see that this is normally open switch, this is normally closed switch, this is the output symbol, okay, and this is the mouse means if you want to come out from these icons, then you need to press this mouse button. Okay. Now first we'll add the normally open switch. For developing an AND logic, you need to use the normally open switch, okay, or normally open contact, NO contact. So press it on the NO contact and click it here. Now we know that all the input devices are all the input devices appears on the left side of the ladder programming, and all the output devices are appearing on the right side of the ladder programming. So we also follow the same convention while doing the PLC programming. So here, since in this truth table there are 2 inputs and 1 output. So X and Y, these are the 2 inputs, and Z is the output. That means 2 input and 1 output. So here also we will put 2 inputs and 1 output. So click on this output button and place it in the last row here. Now here we have completed 1 rung. Now here you can see that the question mark appears below every icon. Okay, you can see that the question mark appears below every icon. So for this, click on the mouse mode. Now go into the mouse mode. Presently it was in the output button mode. So once you press the mouse button, it automatically appears in the mouse mode. Okay. Then click it on the right side. Click it the right button and give tag. So give the name as, you can say, X, okay, or you can say the sensor one, S1. Give the name of the first switch as S1, switch 1, okay, and press submit. Similarly, you could give the naming to the second input. Right click on that icon, press tag and give the name as S2. Okay, submit. So 2 inputs. The name of these inputs are S1 and S2 respectively. Now we will give the name of the output. So there is only 1 output. So we will right click it on the icon and press tag and give the output as, say, lamp. Okay, lamp or lamp 1 and press submit. So here the name appears to the input devices as well as the output devices. Okay. So if you have any question how these icons are added to the ladder programming or how these icons are named, then you can unmute yourself and you can ask the query. Okay. So our first rung is completed. Now you can check whether there is an error in any connections or whether there is error in giving the name of these inputs. So for this you can compile it. Okay. So here once you press the compile button, it gives the message as compiled successfully. Okay, that means this, whatever the little program that we have executed, it is compiled. Okay, not executed, whatever the program that we have written is compiled successfully. That means we have attached all the icons in a logical manner. Okay? So as per the logic of the PLC. So that means the compilation is successfully completed. So press it on OK, and then uh, press run. Okay. So once you press run, here you can see that the power rails, the left vertical line and right vertical line appears in green. So this green appearance of green vertical line indicates that you are in the run mode. You are in the run mode. Now go back to our truth table. So our truth table says when x is 0. So in this case, this x is S1, switch 1, and y is S2, switch 2, and the Z is the output lamp. So when x is 0, y is 0. That means uh, we do not operate switch 1. When we do not operate switch 2, the output is 0. Similarly, when we do not operate switch 1, but we operate switch 2, still the output is 0. When we operate switch 1, but we do not operate switch 2, still the output is 0. And we operate switch 1 and we operate switch 2, then only you will get the output. So we try to see it in the PLC program. So first is when we do not operate both the switches, the output is 0. So here you can see that we have not operated switch 1 and switch 2, and we are not getting the output. Here the lamp is off. Okay, so that means there is no output. Now we check the second row, that is the switch 1 is not operated, but switch 2 is operated. Okay? So in that case also we must get the output as 0. So to operate the switch 2, switch 1 is 0, switch 2 is 1. So to operate this switch, here you can see, so if you bring the mouse button, so here you can see that S2 is 0. That means it is not operated. So to make it operated, or to operate this switch 2, just right click it on and go to toggle. So what is the meaning of toggle? Toggle means out of the two options, you can shift to another option. Like for example, if it is yes, then no, true or false, on, off, 0 or 1. So like that you can toggle in between the two options. So here also there are two options, either operate it or do not operate. So to operate this switch, just toggle it. Now here you can see that the switch 2 appears in green. That means it is operated. Okay, and still you are not getting the output. Okay, so our second row is also verified. The third row says that the switch 1 is operated, switch 2 is not operated. So here we bring it back to the original position, and now this time we will operate the switch 1. Okay. So here you can see that S1 is to 1. That means we have operated the switch 1. That means earlier it was normally open, now it becomes normally closed. And in this situation also you are not getting the output. The lamp is not illuminated. So you are not getting the output. So third row is also verified. Now we try to verify the fourth row, in which both the switches are operated, and in that case only you will get the output. So here we will operate, switch 1 is already operated. So we will toggle the status of switch 2. Now here you can see that this time both the switches are operated, and you are getting the output as lamp. So lamp 1 is eliminated, that means you are getting the output. Okay. So here you can see that S1 is 1, S2 is 1. Here you can see at the end of this cursor, you can see the status S2 is 1 and lamp 1 is 1. So 1, 1 will give the output as 1. So in this way, we have verified the first logic gate, that is AND logic gate. So do you have any problem up till now? कोई क्वेरी है क्या आपको?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we switch to, or we move to another logic gate, that is NAND logic gate. Now we will try to prove the NAND logic gate truth table. So we will add another rung here. Okay, now we are in development, we are in run mode. So you cannot add the run. So to come out of the run mode, you press the development. Okay. So the moment you press the development mode, the green power rails now appears in blue. That means we are not in running mode. Okay. So we have come out of the run mode. And to come out of the run mode, we need to press the development button. Now we add another rung. Now this time we are proving the second logic gate, that is NAND logic gate. So add a rung. So here you can see that rung is added over here. So the number of this rung is 2. Okay. So this is 0 and this is 2. Okay. So I don't know the logic behind giving this rung number as 2. Maybe it is considering the first row as 0, the last row as 1, and in between. So for NAND gate, we need to place the two normally closed switches in parallel mode. Okay? To place the normally closed switch in parallel mode, to place normally closed switch here, and then to place it parallel to this switch, then you simply bring the cursor to the first node. Here you can see that the rung is thick, so place it over here, and then so here you can see that a parallel connection is established, and now place this normally closed gate parallel to the first one. Okay. And similarly the output in the last. Okay. Now if you try to compile this program, then it will give the message that please label all the contacts or blocks. So we have not given the names of these contacts. So that is why it is giving the message. So please label all the contacts. Okay. So come into the mouse mode. So click the mouse button and tag it. So we will give the same name S1 as switch 1, or you can give the different name also. You can give S3 also. Okay, I'll give the S3 name, and this switch as S4. Submit. Okay. So we have given the two input switches as S3 and S4. They are normally closed switch, and name of the output switch is say lamp 2. Okay. So this is lamp 2. Now we will see the truth table of this AND gate. So AND gate is when both the switches are 0, 0. Now first let us see what is the status of this switch. Now here you can see that the status of S3 is 1 and S4 is 1. Now this is a normally closed switch. Okay, that means this is without operating. This switch are these switches are not operated. These are normally closed switch. These are not operated. So when both the switches are not operated, so when the both the switches are not operated, you won't get the output. One second. Compile it. Confirm it. So here you can see that when both the switches are not operated, it is giving the output as 1. So these are normally closed switch. That means we are not operated, because operating a switch, that means opening the contact. Now the contact is closed. So operating a switch means opening a contact. So when both the switches are not operated, you are getting the output. With when you operate the second switch, then only you will get the output. So we will operate the second switch S4. We will toggle its status. So even after toggling the status of the second switch, still we are getting the output, because the current is flowing through this line, and the lamp 2 is eliminated. Now in third row, X1 is operated, whereas the second switch is not operated. Okay. So the original position of the switches are like this. Now here in the third row, the first switch is operated. First switch is operated. So when the first switch is operated, the second switch, so it should flow. Actually, current should flow through the second switch, and we should get the output. So we will run it. It's not giving the output. Now we have operated the first switch, and it is not getting the output. And when actually it should give the output, because the current is flowing through this one, and you are getting the output. And when both the switches are operated, no output is there. So when both the switches are operated, no output is there. So this thing is true. So only the third row is not showing the result as per the truth table. Okay. So this is, we will toggle it back. Now in the third row it says that the switch 1 is operated, switch 2 is not operated, but still it should give the output. So switch 1 is operated. So the moment you operate the switch 3, the light lamp 2 is off. So it should not be the case. Current should pass through this one. Okay. So I don't know the exact reason why it is not showing the output. Okay. But these these three rows are proof. Now we move on to OR table or gate. Okay, for this, I think we come out of this one. We start a fresh simulator to press it on. Now, this time we will see the OR logic gate. We will see the OR logic gate. So in the OR logic gate, there are two inputs, one output, same way. So we will add the rung, two input devices. So this time we will add non-contact. Okay. And this is the output. Now name this switch as S1, name this switch as S2, name the output as lamp 1 and submit. So here, when both the outputs are not operated, then in that case you are not getting the output. यहाँ पे जो है एक्चुअली ऐसा नहीं चाहिए. One second. Simulator to add run. Place to normally open switch in parallel mode. And output node here. Then name it as S1, S2. तो एंड गेट में क्या किया था, नॉर्मली क्लोज स्विचेस जो है पैरेलल में लगाए थे, और गेट में नॉर्मली ओपन स्विचेस पैरेलल में लगाए. ओके, और यहाँ पे टैग किया लैंप 1. So two normally open switch are in parallel mode, and this is the output. Okay. Now we verify the truth table of OR gate. So when both the switches are not operated, you won't get the output. So compile it first. So compilation successful. Okay, run it. So here you can see that the vertical rails appears in green line. That means we are in running mode. When both the switches are not operated, you are not getting the output. And when either of the switch is operated, in that case you are getting the output. So when either of the switch or switch 1. So here switch 1 is operated. So you are getting the lamp illumination, and when switch 1 is not operated but switch 2 is operated, in that case also you are getting the output. Okay? And when both the switches are operated, in that case also you are getting the output. So in this way, this OR gate logic is developed over here. Similarly, the NOR logic. So when both the switches are not operated, still you are getting the output. Okay? So what we'll do, we'll add the, so we come out of the running mode to go to the development. So to come out of a run mode, you have to press development, then add a run, then place two normally closed switches in parallel and place the output uh, at the end. Okay. Now label these switches. We will give the same name as S1 and S2. So we will give S1 as first switch. We'll name S2 as say a second switch, and this is lamp 2. Oh, this is another lamp. This is lamp 2. Okay. Now we try to find out, we try to prove the truth table of NOR gate. So when X and Y both are not operated, it is giving the output as, so go into the compilation mode and press run. So here you can see when both the switches are not operated, you are getting the output. When first switch is not operated, second switch is operated. अभी कोई भी स्विच ऑपरेट हुआ, एक तो पहला दूसरा स्विच हो या पहला स्विच ऑपरेट हो या दोनों स्विच ऑपरेट हो, आपको आउटपुट नहीं मिलेगा. तो अगर पहला स्विच ऑपरेट हो रहा है, दूसरा स्विच ऑपरेट हो रहा है, ऑपरेट नहीं हो रहा है, तभी भी आउटपुट नहीं मिल रहा है. और दूसरा स्विच ऑपरेट हो रहा है, पहला ऑपरेट नहीं हो रहा है, फिर भी आउटपुट नहीं मिल रहा है. और दोनों स्विच ऑपरेट हो रहे हैं, तभी भी आउटपुट नहीं मिल रहा है. So this is a logic of NOR gate. Okay, so this is a NOR gate logic. This is a NOR gate logic. Now see, it is interesting to see the changes. Here we are using the same names to the switches. Okay? So in this second rung, this switch 1 is normally closed switch, and at the same time this is normally open switch in the first rung. In the second rung, the second switch S2 is normally closed, whereas the same S2 is normally open in the first rung. So now we will see the toggling of the switches in the second row will also have an effect on the output at the first rung. Like for example, if you toggle the switch S1, okay, so if you toggle the switch S1, then here you are getting the output. If you toggle the switch S2, then you are getting the output. Lamp 2 is illuminated, but lamp 1 is off. Lamp 1 is off. So we will toggle the second one. So it is. So since we have given the same names to the switches, that is why you can see the relation between the operating of these switches and these switches. Okay. Okay, so do you have any query for this experiment? because you have to perform these experiments, take the pictures of the simulator, and you have to attach it in the journal. कोई क्वेश्चन है क्या, ये कैसा परफॉर्म करते हैं इससे रिलेटेड?
No. No, sir.
ओके ओके. नाउ द सेकेंड थिंग इज, इसमें क्या क्या लिखना है, राइटिंग पार्ट कौन सा है. तो इसकी जो थ्योरी है इसमें दिया है. प्री टेस्ट आप दे सकते हो, वो आपकी मर्जी है. थ्योरी जो है वो आपको नहीं लिखना है, थ्योरी मत लिखो, ये कोई थ्योरी लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है. सिर्फ आपको क्या लिखना है, प्रोसीजर. यहाँ पे प्रोसीजर दी हुई है, तो ये प्रोसीजर आपको लिखना है. तो प्रोसीजर important steps for developing ladder using simulator. इसकी जो ये प्रोसीजर है 1 2, ये जो स्टेप्स है ये आपको स्टेप्स लिखने हैं. ओके, लेकिन ये डायग्राम्स की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. ये सब सिर्फ आप जो अपना आउटपुट है एंड लॉजिक और लॉजिक का, ये आउटपुट का जो पिक्चर है ये सिर्फ अटैच करो. तो ये प्रोसीजर में जितना टेक्स्ट मटेरियल है बस उतना ही लिखना है, ये डायग्राम्स छोड़ दो. जो प्रोसीजर है ऐसी प्रोसीजर लिखनी है, और आउटपुट में आपको ये डायग्राम्स ऐसे बताना है. ठीक है, आउटपुट में ये डायग्राम्स बताना है. तो इसमें एंड लॉजिक और नैंड लॉजिक, ये दोनों का जो है आप एक ही इसमें बना. ओके, एक ही फोटो में आपका एंड लॉजिक का भी आएगा, यानी दो नॉर्मली ओपन स्विचेस जो है वो सीरीज में कनेक्ट करके, और दो नॉर्मली क्लोज स्विचेस पैरेलल में कनेक्ट करके आप एंड लॉजिक एंड नैंड लॉजिक दिखा सकते हैं. और उसी तरह से आप और लॉजिक और नॉर लॉजिक, ये दोनों का जो है सिमुलेशन ये एक ही पिक्चर में, यानी आपके कितने पिक्चर रहेंगे, 2 पिक्चर रहेंगे, यानी दो आउटपुट में आपके जो चारों गेट्स के ट्रूथ टेबल है वो कवर हो जाएगा. अब यहाँ पे जो स्विचेस के नाम है वो आप सेम रख सकते हैं या डिफरेंट रख सकते हैं, वो आपकी मर्जी. ओके, so today is 9th June. Okay, the submission date for this experiment number 4 will be 16th June. I have already made the submission link in the Moodle website. You can submit your experiment number 4 on the submission link. Okay, और आपके अगर पहले के सबमिशन बाकी हो गए एक्सपेरिमेंट नंबर 1, 2 और 3 के, वो भी जल्दी से जल्दी कर दो.
ओके सर.
तो ओके, अच्छा, असाइनमेंट की रिपोर्ट्स आप भेजो. अभी तक सिर्फ एक ही ग्रुप का जो असाइनमेंट का रिपोर्ट आया है. जो असाइनमेंट्स अपन ने ये सेमिस्टर के स्टार्ट में डिसाइड किए, ग्रुप्स बनाए थे और हर ग्रुप को एक टॉपिक दिया था, और उस हिसाब से हमको फिजिकल मॉडल बनाना था. लेकिन अभी फिजिकल मॉडल का आइडिया जो है वो ड्रॉप कर दिया है, तो आपको रिपोर्ट जो है वो सबमिट करनी है. तो एक ग्रुप का रिपोर्ट आ गया है, और बाकी जो ग्रुप्स है 10 या 12 ग्रुप्स है, वो सबके रिपोर्ट्स जो है वो आप भेज दो. उसको एक असाइनमेंट या उसको एक ट्यूटोरियल जैसा काउंट किया जाएगा, उसके 10 मार्क्स है. तो आप अपने रिपोर्ट्स जो है वो मुझे मेरे पर्सनल आईडी पे व्हाट्सअप कर सकते हैं, मेरे पर्सनल नंबर पे व्हाट्सअप कर सकते हैं। ओके, लास्ट डेट उसका जो है 30 जून है, 30th जून। लास्ट डेट ऑफ सबमिशन इज 30th जून। 30th जून। वो रिपोर्ट में जो है उसका कोई फॉर्मेट नहीं है रिपोर्ट का, आप अपने हिसाब से एक अच्छा सा जो आप इंडस्ट्रियल केस स्टडी या इंडस्ट्रियल विजिट के लिए जो फॉर्मेट यूज़ किया है, जिसमें कि ऊपर में आपका टाइटल आएगा, स्टूडेंट्स के नाम आएंगे, मेरा नाम आएगा, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग सेंट विंसेंट पलोटी कॉलेज। वो जो फ्रंट पेज है, वो फ्रंट पेज जो है वो आप जो इंडस्ट्रियल विजिट या इंडस्ट्रियल केस स्टडी के लिए जो यूज़ करते हैं वही यूज़ करो, और फिर अंदर में रिपोर्ट में आप अपने कंटेंट्स जो है अपने हिसाब से अरेंज कर सकते हैं। तो उसमें पहले बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट आएगा, और उसका स्कीमेटिक डायग्राम्स आएगा, कौन से कंपोनेंट्स उसमें लगने वाले हैं वो आएंगे, और आखिरी में उसके एडवांटेजेस और डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या है वो आएंगे। ठीक है, तो इस तरह से एक 8-10 पेजेस का एक रिपोर्ट जो है वो आपको सबमिट करना है। ओके, ओके, so thank you very much, thanks for attending this class, have a nice day, bye for now, thank you. You can leave the meeting, I have taken the attendance, you can leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir.